Hey, welcome. Oh, look at my state of my hair as well. Welcome to this week's video. I'm not vain usually. Here's what's coming up in this week's video.
So first up, we're going to be talking about posh water.
Yeah, then we'll be talking about a wee trip to the physio.
Yep, because I have ripped my ass apart again.
Yeah.
We are going to be talking about why Pico was a bit sad.
Yeah, poor wee boy. Wasn't feeling great.
Yeah.
What else we talk about?
Can't remember.
I think that's about it.
Yeah, that's it. Watch the video.
Welcome to Fad-Free Living. Health without the fads.
We've just arrived at the physios and we were a bit early, so we went for a wee walk just down to the beach just to have a wee peek. And we walked back up and he says, "Oh, you fancy a bottle of water?" Mm-hmm. So we popped me a bottle of water. And honestly, so we got the water and I've opened it, I've taken a drink, and I've, honestly, without a word of a lie, I've said to Elaine, "I know it's water, but I've tasted better."
And I just said, it's not the cheap water that you're used to.
Oh, obviously expensive water's too expensive for me. Yeah, who would have thought that you could get to a stage where you were
Snooty.
snooty about water? But it's
water.
It's water, but
It's wet, it's cold.
yeah, but I wouldn't buy it again. So we are just out of the physiotherapist. You were paying more attention
I
than
was
me.
definitely paying more attention than
I
you.
was
You
too
were
busy
being
doing
examined.
I was too busy doing stuff and going, oh.
Interesting to see. He certainly seemed to be very, very thorough with what he was doing.
Yeah.
And seeing how he was doing things and the movements was actually really quite good. So looking at the way that you're sitting on a ball, we've got the ball in the house, need to pump it back up again. Getting the sacroiliac belt should certainly hopefully help you. And also getting a little bit of a laugh with you when you were walking on your tiptoes, walking on your heels, bending over flatwards. Bend over this bed.
I don't know why when you said bend over and pulled my pants down a bit. Was like, "Oh, hello, sir."
Fortunately, I
going
was
on?
sitting there, so that was okay.
Yeah, it was all right. He's got very small fingers, so I wasn't overly concerned. But so we'll move out the way. There's people coming. So I think what I have to say as well, though, is that he's not convinced it was my piriformis.
No.
That's what I got.
Yeah. He's
So
looking at it as being very much the alignment of your glutes coming in, so extenuating from the point of origin.
yeah, because he was concerned that to start with, when we were chatting about it was going to be my back, but he's examining my back. He doesn't think it's my back.
No.
So anyway, so he's going to send me a video with some exercises. We'll go back next week, but it's the first time across being here, and I've been to what, 1, 2, 3, 4 potentially different physiotherapists. Not one of them has done a proper assessment like that.
And it was comprehensive.
And it was absolutely. I was very impressed with him. So time will tell. Time will tell. We'll keep you updated. So it is 6:30 and I've decided just to get up and come for a walk because I'm hurting. I had a really bad night. So looking at my watch, the info from my watch, I've had 3 hours 11 minutes worth of sleep. But what caught my eye with that was the fact that, I think he said I didn't have any REM, I had next to no light sleep. But what I have had is 1 hour 17 minutes, I think it was, of deep sleep. Now, why did that catch my eye? Because if you look, I've only been wearing this at night for a few months, but if we go back over the data, it's something I don't know if I've ever spoke about it before, I get either 0 deep sleep or about 10 minutes. I've had the occasional 17 minutes, 22 minutes, maybe half an hour, but most of the time it's less than 10 minutes worth of deep sleep. How on earth have I managed to get an hour and 17 minutes deep sleep? A third of the time that I've actually been asleep tonight, in the very short period I've been asleep, a third of it's been deep sleep, which has been unheard of. So I don't want this trend to continue. I'd rather have a good 9 hours worth of sleep with no deep sleep, but getting some REM, than what I've put away tonight. But there we have it. That's what it is. The joys. So anyway, I'm out here walking, or trying to walk, because Stinky Monkey is just with me, and he's been a stinky monkey this morning. Stop, start, try to eat. Should have left him behind. But yeah, I'm just out here trying to get some steps and trying to ease this off, and I will get home and try and go back to bed and get a couple of hours sleep. But we'll see what happens. So it's the back of 5 Saturday morning, and I'm over 3,000 steps in. The thing is, I can't even say that it's because I'm in severe pain or anything. I'm in a fair bit of pain, but my brain is just absolutely wired to the moon tonight, or this morning. And so I'm just, even if I'm able to kind of get the pain to subside by walking, I'm going back to bed and just not falling asleep, because there's just thoughts flying through like a freight train. It's going to be a tough day. Do you want to tell them what I tell them? What I tell them? Tell them the last couple of days you've had a runny bum because there's so many fireworks going off, isn't there? Yeah. And you're just a wee terrified wee chappy. Oh, my wee Manny. Are you okay? Are you still scared? It should be quieter today because the celebration's over. He's not a happy wee Manny. He's awfully scared all the time just now. Because we never know when the bang's going to go off, because there's people with bangs all day, isn't there? Got to feel for the wee animals, because people like their bang bang flashy lights. Hello, so end of the week update. You want to go?
It's been a toasty week.
I'm absolutely just boiling here. It's just ridiculous. 39, 38 degrees
38,
in the
39
shade.
degrees in the shade, yeah.
It's just
And
silly.
they say that this is the heat wave, but it feels like being in an oven. There's no other word for it. And then when you get the warm breeze, it's even more like being in the oven.
That just turns into an air fryer. Craziness.
However, because it's been so hot, I've been drinking lots of fluid. And I do mean lots of fluid. It's been about 4 to 5 litres a day, which means that, the bathroom's been well used. But I've lost 1.75 pounds, which for me is absolutely brilliant. I'm really pleased with that. So, what about you?
I think I'll lose most of my fluid that I've drunk walking from here to the bathroom. So I've obviously not been as often as you have. I mean, just as you're drinking the pint, I think you're going to get half a pint in you.
Yeah.
It's just, I've had a mare of a week. I've been up every night doing between 2,000 and 4,000 steps because I've ripped my ass apart again. I'm trying to be upbeat. But I'm knackered. I'm absolutely exhausted. I've put on £2, but we know exactly why we done put the £2 on. The calories have been in okay. There's not been anything wrong with my food intake. Ow. So we're doing this. I've just stood the wrong way and I've just had a pain go shooting down my thigh. So right, okay, where did I begin? Right, what I'm going to say is, it wasn't this video, it was last week's video. There was a bit, so there was a video of not my normal day. So I'd said I'd been up to the doctor.
Yeah.
Because I was getting a lot of bladder irritation. So we went up to the doctor to see if it was an infection or, to be honest, diabetes.
Anything.
Yeah, just to check, see what was going on.
For it.
Yeah, what was going on there. So because we kind of had an inkling that it was possibly food related. So I'd stopped taking things like, I'd stopped the couscous. because our diet changed when we came on the diet.
Yeah.
And the irritation, I don't think started immediately, but it'd been a long time with the irritation. They were kind of coming and going.
With the couscous and the bulgur wheat and
we'd
the
added
lentils.
That. Well, it wasn't just that, it was we were looking at diluted juice, we looked at fizzy juice, because I'd kind of thought about that. Now, and this is where I think we've been really stupid, because the most obvious one didn't really come to mind to start with.
No.
And it was kind of by accident that we've realised what it was. Because I was clutching at straws, as I do. I'm always thinking, right, there's something going wrong. I'm not making this up. I know I'm not making it up. What's going wrong? And I start to clutch at straws thinking, well, it's that. I have to take allopurinol because I have unnaturally high levels of uric acid at the best of times. It's hereditary. Gout and kidney stones run right through my family. Grandparents, parents, me, cousins, I have it. And aunties and uncles struggle with it. And as Elaine will tell you, for the 13, 14 years that we've been together, I don't actually eat that much meat.
No.
In reality, I've always been carb heavy, because carbs are gorgeous.
Carbs are your comfort.
I love a carb. So I take allopurinol every day, and since I started taking allopurinol, I must have started taking allopurinol, I think close to 20, no, it couldn't have been 20 years. It must be about,
because if we've been together for 14 years,
that's how long have I been taking it? So anyway, since I started taking allopurinol, never had one attack of gout, never had the kidney stones didn't increase. In fact, my kidney stones have disappeared, but I think I mentioned that previously. And I realised, went back, I was just sitting one day, and we had kind of mentioned, I had him, I said, well, maybe it's uric acid. Is it uric acid that's just, I'm just getting, is it uric acid coming through? And we thought, well, maybe that's kidney stones dissolving, but not thinking at the time, even talking about it, it was my protein intake was just too high, and obviously the allopurinol that I was on just wasn't enough. So, and just by chance, last week, or this week and into last week, I'd actually reduced my
protein levels.
My protein levels. Not the natural stuff. I stopped taking, like we were having whey protein and stuff just to kind of bolster it and stuff. And
makes your yogurt more palatable.
It makes, because I'm not a big yogurt fan. It's I find it a bit taut. But when I added the whey powder, it was lovely. But I stopped kind of doing that because I was trying to restrict calories more than anything else, rather than the protein, and it disappeared. It just disappeared, and we've brought back in the couscous. I'm fine. Brought back in some diluting juice. It's still mostly water. And so no, it was protein. The thing that my body, we know, does not cope well with, it just happened to be the problem. Who would have thought it?
Yeah, exactly. Who would?
Yeah.
So the diet is then changing slightly again.
Yeah. So I'm having to cut back. So anyway, and on that, so this week and into last week, I'd reduced the protein, but of course try to keep the calories the same. Something else had to come up. One of the macros had to come up, which of course was carbs. Now a lot of that I would say was in veg rather than anything else. So I've also damaged myself, as we know. Last Sunday was properly. It was Saturday, I think I've done it, but it was Sunday when it properly kicked in.
Why did you do it?
I did a squats, and I messed one up. I'm never squatting again. You've heard it here now, and it is official.
You have it on video.
It's on
That's
video.
A definite.
I will never squat again. There's a song there somewhere. I will never squat again. It's not the words, not the tune, but
we'll just bypass
I think
that.
it's a Deacon Blue song in there somewhere. Anywho, so I'm never squatting again. I put on 2 pound this week, but
you've done some reading up on it though, haven't you?
I was having a look because I was thinking all my calories were in. Okay, so I went, right, okay, is it the carb? Is it because of my carb is increased, my carb count's increased? Yes, that can put on water weight. So kind of looking at the figures, I reckon just under a pound of that is water weight from carbs.
Yeah.
Dropping the protein, adding on the carbs. I think that's water weight. What I wasn't expecting, because what I did then look into, because I thought to myself, right, okay, how much can inflammation give you? A massive amount, it turns out, by the way. Depending on the severity of what you've actually done. It can be pounds. I think it was something stupid up to about £7, and one of the things said, depending, it didn't quite go into it, and to be honest, I wasn't getting into the proper nitty gritty. You okay? To say hi. Come here. Show them what you're doing. Did you come aware that you were just sweating like a pig?
This is running down my neck.
This is what standing up does, and I can't sit down. So yes. So anyway, it can put on a ridiculous amount just having inflammation, which I absolutely have.
And having been at the physio, he's going to have stirred things up potentially because he was prodding and poking and.
Well, no, because it's still there. It's just we just got to circulate it.
Yeah,
anything, but it's still there. Yeah, I don't know where she's gone with that one.
Stimulating the inflammation. No, they really need
But a
stimulating.
massage therapist would tell you that you're just getting that into your lymphatic system and it's going to drain.
No, he did massage though.
But anyway, listen, we're going to have to end here because my shoulder's become really sore because I've not done any proper exercise this week. I've either been on my feet, walking or standing, or I've been lying down, and I can't even do that for a long time before my butt just seems to seize up and hit my sciatic nerve, which then just made the hole in my left leg again. And it's my own damn fault, and I know it is. I'm back to where I was 17 weeks ago when I did this the first time. But anyway, so that's it. You've had a good week, which is good for you. Delighted for you. So yeah, so that's it. We'll end here. If you remember from the, sorry, I'm disappearing because I've changed my hands. If you remember from the last video, we said that Elaine was going to be more involved in the videos, and I was kind of like, really, are you? How many videos have you done this week?
One.
Okay,
I'll try better.
It has to get
I'll
better.
try
Try.
I will do better.
Learn from Yoda. We'll do some Jedi training with you. There is no try. Anywho, so signing off for this week. £2 gain.
£1.75 loss.
£1.75 loss. I would have just said £2 loss and would have went for the glory shot.
I would have gone for £1.50 and take the quarter for next.
Well, that's it. Yeah, that's what. You're right. That's what I would have. That's generally what I do. Take the shorter loss for the potential. Making sure I get the loss for next week as well. So anyway, yes. So that's we'll sign off and we'll see you in the next video where I reckon there'll be more moaning from me about my ass.
And there'll be more sweating from me because it's still very hot.
Yes. Hopefully we'll make it through. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.